Alright, hello and welcome ladies and gentlemen. So I just want to start off with I told you so because the storm has begun and Ohm has come out with two videos talking about the whole thing. H2O already has made a counter response to Ohm's response, and two other ladies are claiming that they had sexual calls with H2O as well. There's a lot to cover and I want to try and compress all this info, and real quick, if you ain't subscribed, do so. It wouldn't hurt to help a fella grow, and like the video because the algorithm hates me. If you're feeling generous, share this video with any of your friends or socials that you have. Any help is appreciated, but on to today's video. So I again just wanted to say that I told you so because in another video that I made on Ohm, I said there's going to be a calming before the storm, and it did end up being quiet for a while, and all of a sudden there's a bunch of bombardment of info that just released. So I'd also said I'd be covering it till the end, so here we are. So let's just start off already. So Ohmwrecker recently made two videos, on one being an update about the situation, the other one being an interview with an alleged victim that also supposedly had sexual activities with H2O. Now I'll just be covering the update real quick because it's short. So basically about a month ago, H2O sent a cease and desist letter to Ohm, and so that caused him to stay quiet for a while, and eventually countered it with his own cease and desist, which led to the second video being released not too long after, that being the interview. Now then also led to Delirious making a twit long, and then another twit ran by Ohm, and then another twit ran by some other alleged victim that supposedly has sexual activities with H2O. So I'm just telling you guys now, it's a lot to take in. I'll try and keep it into sections to make it clean and understandable for you guys. So let's just start with this fucking dumpster fire of a situation. Roll it. So this all started with an interview from Ohm and this one lady who says she's a victim as well, and basically talked about all these things that H2O did throughout the entire interview, and one of them being H2O crying and ranting onto her after being used by basically I Do Work and Execution on the Skype call incident that happened a while back, and said that they also had their own thing, but throughout the whole video they never showed any evidence, even showing a little bit, which would have been a lot judging by the things that they were saying, but no. And Ohm keeps begging us to just listen and listen, but I can't just buy it when there isn't anything to prove, and anytime they show proof, it's already stuff that has been covered. Like the first victim, that was the only actual proof because H2O actually, admitted to it. Now Ohm also said that there is more, so we'll have to wait on that. So a couple of hours, this kind of headed towards Twitter because H2O made his own response to this, and it was a twit long with actual evidence stating that the victim is actually mentally ill and is basically saying her interactions with them were pretty much fake. He says, I held my tongue because of how mentally ill this woman is, but even when a deranged woman makes fake allegations against someone and lies, they need to be held accountable. This is Sai. Aside from playing video games online a handful of times, I don't know Sai and she doesn't know me very well either, despite her claims. These are images showing that this is a crazy person, and the links are actually pics of tweets from the victim known as Sai making some things that shouldn't be taken as a joke regardless of how or whose side you're on. And I will now read this to you. She says, if by the end of the year I haven't made any progress or improvements, I'm going to kill myself because that's 22 years I've tried and failed, so clearly there's no hope for me, lol. And then some other guy says, kill me before you do, and then she replies with, deal, they can't catch me if I catch myself, dumb police, scratch my head. My life since my parents took me age 11 to get help, still waiting, NHS, still waiting. The thing is, when I do finally stop being a little bitch and kill myself, they'll be like, oh, we offered so much help, quote unquote, you did jack shit, cunts, you told me I'm not allowed to be sad. Why does no one in this shitty ass town sell decent Xans or even Valium, fucking goddammit? Well, the next 2 weeks have been already ruined, time to survive on prescription pills and suicide idealizations. No matter how many pills I take, anxiety won't go away, I hate myself. Going to be one of those days where I survive on propranolol, sorry if I pronounced that wrong. Been so long since I self-harm, I forgot how it feels, lol, relapse. I'm going out in a Star Trek shirt to interact with people, might as well carry a sign that says please bully me, and my face is still ugly, haha, I want to fucking kill myself, but I'm scared. I'm so fucking sad because I'm ugly, I want to cut my face off and get rid of it. Why is it so horrific? I even did makeup and it's still ugly, LMAO, I fucking hate myself so much, I want to die. Yeah, so it's pretty much clear to me, as it's clear as day, that she needs help, and I'm siding with H2 on this one because she does give off a bit of a crazy vibe, and I hope she seeks the help she needs. But let's see the rest of H2O's twit long. So he says, I can only figure out who this person was making these allegations by asking around. She is linked with a group of known doctors from the US and the UK and still has contact and support from at least one of them who has convicted and did jail time for. They are happy to risk and ruin lives for the lols of it, quote unquote. The image shows her connection to this group, and the convicted swatter is the necklace's account. You two have fun playing Pokemon, I'll have fun dancing around my kitchen at 2 a.m. And then the guy that's named Necklaces says, we are going to travel to your area and steal all of your Namjoon shit. I don't know what that is. And then she replies with, I'd prefer if you did not do this. And then he replies with, well, I'm a serial kleptomaniac. Hopefully I said that right. This is a definite yikes because she is being exposed to the brim, and this idiot doxer also got caught. As H2O says here, he is one of the doxers who did get caught in the US and is also one to back up her claims and still has Twitter contact with her. This is Matt aka Necklaces aka Samuel Blackson. There are many tweets including him interacting with the fake accusatory account and her real past account, and then her friend Matthew's tolls, and then the links are the pics of him, and it's right here. As you can see, it does look like he doxes people, if I'm being honest. I wonder how much Reddit karma he has. Furthermore, this woman only came forward after Ohmwrecker went to Keemstar, pushing his own lies to active police and law enforcement investigations, his false claims of child pornography and abuse. What he's doing is taking any person who makes up anything after his initial allegations, giving them a platform to lie. It appears that it is an attempt to take the blame off him illegally, while still attacking people he feels have wronged him. This creep has blindly contacted anyone he can, doing the equivalent of cold calling, messaging people who have at me, who have ever tried to interact with me, people who follow me, trying to get anyone to email him anything, with no regard for the truth. He has even attempted to contact people like my girlfriend, has interacted with him at game events, and who has videos she's appeared in. The level of obsession from Ohm is scary. He is literally stalking my family. Here's an image of him trying to contact anyone he can about me, and then here's the image right here, and the image of both Ohm contacting the random person says, hey, would you have any interest in talking sometime? I understand you have some history with H2O Delirious. If you are open to talk, I'm here, and there are others trying to help too. Initially, both Sai and Ohm had both posted conflicting information on her age, her birthday, when her and I interacted at all, and how old she was. The info has changed numerous times on Twitter on Sai's own account. As lies are hard to keep track of, the truth is not. I have played a few games with her with others. There would never been any personal intimate interaction between her and I. We were never close. She is a known liar associated with the Doxy group and mentally ill. I hope she gets the help she needs and just want both Ohm and her to leave me alone. There is no truth to these claims. Side note, Ohm allegedly had also sent letters to sponsors making the same claims, and now these sponsors are afraid to work with me because of the stories. He's basically taking money away from my family's future, which is not right at all, and shows how vindictive he is and his motive. He wants to get people like Marcel and others canceled through me. The letter sent was right before he went on Drama Alert and attacked not only me, but Wildcat and others. Pure scum. Holy shit, that was a lot of cover. I'm worn out after all that, but it seems like H2O covered a lot about the victims being mentally ill and her involvement with these doxing groups, and Ohm being a literal stalker and trying to cut these ties between H2O and their sponsors, which is really indeed fucking scummy. So eventually Ohm just started ranting on Twitter, then some other girl who says she also had sexual relations with H2O, or at least tried. Now we'll only cover this lady by the name of Malika. Now these tweets are literally just endless, and if I were to cover it all, I would be dead inside. So luckily she summarizes it all in one video, and here's that video. Roll it.
I'm just absolutely sick to my stomach reading Delirious's response to his accuser, discrediting her for having depression, for being suicidal in the past. Like, that does not make her any less of a victim. That is not an excuse to do what you did to her. And to do this to someone you know has depression, to out them, she wanted to remain anonymous so she doesn't get attacked by your fan base. And to do that to someone you know has depression and has suicidal tendencies in the past, or has thought about suicide in the past, to do that to someone is just so fucking horrible that I can't even fathom how anybody can defend this person. How could you possibly think that that is okay?
Now obviously Liz made a response, aka H2O's girlfriend. She said she also had e-sex multiple times with Ohmwrecker and claimed he had a control over some vibrating thing he used. Girl is dim-witted, attention-seeking hoe and a fair-weathered groupie. Her thoughts on this aren't worth anything. And then obviously Malika responded with, I really feel sorry for her. I'm the dumb-witted, attention-seeking hoe who rejected e-fucking your boyfriend. It's very embarrassing that you, as a sex worker, are trying to belittle me this way. You said yes where I said no, and now you have a child with a fucking predator.
Hey Liz, what's up girl? I just woke up from my nap and I saw that nice tweet you made about me, and I just wanted to say I got your back. I went ahead and googled if he still has to pay child support if he goes to prison, and according to Google it says yes. So you actually did not fumble your bag. You're still going to get paid since you did have a baby with a child predator. So there's an upside to the situation. So thank you so much for your message. I really wish you the best and good luck with everything.
Okay, so in conclusion, I had to cut it off there because it's just getting into some girly girl drama that I don't really care about or it's important. So in conclusion, I still think that they have jack shit on H2O. It's crazy that they said so much with so little to nothing of evidence. Like literally, there's almost no evidence that this happened, and Ohm says that he has more and wants to keep an open mind for everybody, but there's literally no evidence of anything to back up your entirety of all the statements that he made on H2O. And you know what? Fine, I'll keep an open mind, but if Ohm fucks up again, then he lost every bit of my trust. Right now, he has 0.5% of my trust, and that's the max I'll give him till he has actually something to prove. So anywho, that's all I got for now, so hopefully you guys enjoyed. Thank you guys for watching. See you on the next one. Subscribe if you're new. Laters.